Well, we are just in time to get back into the game. We are into our second half. It is going to be Imperial facing off against ISURUS. Of course, the first map went the way of Imperial, so it is going to need to be a comeback if ISURUS are going to survive in this series. Already, ramp control going to be challenged for heavily. Something I mentioned I wanted to see from ISURUS. It seems like the T side might have got the memo instead. However, 1962, he's only going to get one. And now, after falling, it's going to be a little bit tougher for them. They are going to go back in towards the site.
Look how many... Oh my god, Delboni! Look how many players are over towards the lower bomb side as well. Like, this little bit of a fake has none of them that full control. I mean, with 1962 pushing up, getting that one kill, then get quickly being traded on. I mean, if he dies without getting more than that, they're just going to swarm over the site anyways. Noxie trying to come around with the jumping headshot of the USP. It's not Kelly. Not going to happen for him this time. Link's even being tagged down from long range. K-Touch just going to round the corner with the Tech 9, get himself two. And just as quick as the round started, Imperial will take the pistol round, and we'll be up 11-5 now.
Jason, the raid boss is back. That used to be my like favorite pistol strat was, I'll drop you Tech 9, you kill everyone.
That's actually how I got global. You know, I would just drop Tech 9s for people, and they'd win me rounds.
Hey, if it works, it works. You're always going to need your support players, so why not? Why not?
I mean, I was also bomb bitch, so that kind of sucked, but I got global at least.
Bomb bitch or boomage?
The first one.
Imagine if that's where his name come from. I don't think it is. But maybe,
I don't think that translates properly.
Here we go, though. Quick push in, 1962, under pressure with the MP. No, they did not. He's found 2 kills. His teammates, however, are falling like flies. Bombing a bit of an awkward spot. They don't really want to be going through this smoke. And, well, that's the reason. There's a man standing on the other side with an SMG that's going to leave things very awkward for this T side.
You know, normally I would say don't push that smoke, but after seeing ZQK and like the shots he's hit so far, I don't want to judge him too harshly because his aggressive plays have netted them a couple of rounds here or there. It's unfortunate though that like Showtime, while this is all happening, does get 2 kills, but he loses 3 teammates. So like the man advantage they potentially could have had in this round gets completely lost by too many players getting aggressive over towards the squeaky door. But they have been able to regroup up. It's still only the SMG here for ISURUS, and they've lost it now with Showtime getting the nade, who's now gotten a triple kill as he falls. But now it's Reversive and Deco with the Deagles. Delboni does have the bomb, does get down to lower bomb sites, and to give up a couple of guns to the enemy side. They was just going to slowly walk their way in.
Distraction game in play. Ooh, that's a nice attempt, but fortunately, isn't going to be enough. ISURUS are going to break back. What a round from 1962. An MP9 and a smoke is enough to completely dismantle what Imperial were able to build in the pistol round. And yeah, this man was one of the main reasons we saw them come back in the last map as well, having some really pinnacle rounds. That's one hell of a way to start. I do wonder if the T's are going to invest much into this, though. They are. They're going straight in. I was going to sort of theorize that with the bomb plant, they have so much money that going into the next round, they would have a full buy that it might just be worth saving. They don't agree. They want to slap them back down to the ground right now, so they're going to leave 2 players in a bit of an awkward buy with only Deagles and a smoke. And 2 AKs, and of course, your man with the scout.
I think they're just trying to be brutal here, like not give them any of these easy rounds. If you win this round for Imperial, you know, with a couple players alive, like you're looking at a pretty easy round after that, which would get you up to 13. Like they know the position they're in. They know how close they are to taking this in a 2-0. Ooh, pretty sure that's not where that smoke was meant to go, as it just hits the feet of ZQK. Even trying to boost up on top of red to get some vision over towards the CT side, which I believe Lynx is going to be waiting. So it's going to come down to a scout versus op. Scout gets the tag. Actually, they both tag each other, funny enough.
Again, they're very slow in the way that they play these rounds. Challenging outside. Tech's going to get caught, and actually, trade's going either way. An AK picked up, but remember, Delboni doesn't actually have any armor, so the Deagle may even be more effective. And it seems like the 2 players they've led to go aggressive, told to get the peaks and find the kills, have both gone down. So hasn't quite worked out for them. This force buy not looking too good. Deco just waiting patiently. 1962 still sits above, even going to close the door in his opponent's face. Oh, that was a little bit mean, but it is going to be the round. Trying to chuck out some AKs to save as many as they can. They do collect up 2. And now you kind of see the burden of that force buy. I kind of mentioned it at the time, not a big fan, because it wasn't even a particularly good one. Like, the AKs, not even favored in some of the duels with the SMG. We saw how good 1962 was a couple of rounds ago. Now, they're left with an eco. Potential 8th for the CT side, and even then they'll be coming in with just bare bones rifles.
K-Tech's already being dropped down to 3 health as well. And then it being finished off, and well, my auto director just doesn't want to watch a single kill that's happened. Finally, it comes 2 for Noxu, gets the finisher. So clean round here for Zers. I don't think they took a single point of damage there. Reversive still on the SMG though. I think he's gonna be switch this one up. He's got the 5K, why not? But we haven't really seen much out of Imperial. I mean, there hasn't really, I guess, been enough rounds, enough gun rounds for them on the T side to really show us what they have. But since then, we haven't really seen, much outside play. We did have, ZQK get the tag onto Lynx as they obviously both hit each other. Molotovs and nades being thrown into Hunt to prevent any sort of rush from coming through. And they're even being tagged on the cross. Nades coming through. Showtime down to 42. ZQK down to 68. Another incendiary to stop them from pushing towards lower. And it seems like everywhere they go, they're either taking damage or their position's being cut off.
I wonder at this point if it's them being slow or if it's the CT side actually just countering them at every turn. They've slowed their push. It looked like it was going to be a play towards that B site. Maybe even trying to sell that they went back just by waiting out the smoke, but it doesn't look like the CTs believe that by any stretch of the imagination. They've rotated an AWP to hold the angle alongside Reversive's MP9. Lynx, a risky peek, but he's quick on the flick. An opening pick will stick.
We still have a player outside. Looks like it's going to be DZT, though, to watch any sort of push in towards Secret. Covering their back, spots out the first, gets the kill. Now things equalize. There's no necessity out of them to actually push into the lower bomb set. They could back away. They got 30 seconds left. If they start to run now, they could transition in towards upper. I think 1962 is still going to be there covering things off, though. They're going to have to do something now. 25 seconds. I think they're going to be pushing in from main. And 1962 has so much work.
Slightly preoccupied by the vent, but instead he is going to drop the bomb. Didn't even look around for the person who actually killed his teammate. Oh, he's done good work. Able to give them the chance for the bomb plant. Reversive, he's just going running in though. He wants to try and deny it, and it may not matter. He could just defuse. The last player's way too far away. It has to be the rotation back. Up the ladder he goes, just looking to try and stop it, and there's nothing he can do. Just that little bit too far away, that little bit too slow. And ISURUS, they've got themselves another round.
Man, things seem to be going back and forth. Like, at least they got the bomb plant, right? Obviously, if you got the bomb plant and didn't die right after, they maybe had a chance to pull it off since they had the flank coming through heaven. But either way, 11-9, we're going to see a timeout come in for Imperial. Just going to talk some things over, figure out what's going on. By the way, let's look at the scoreboard here. ISURUS. Lynx is on 4 kills. He was the guy, like, top fragging for their team on train. He's really been have the opportunity necessarily, at least on the CT side, to...
I think it's a little bit tougher on the T side. Like, some AWPers in the past have actually chosen just not to AWP this map at all and just play the rifles. So if you are a dedicated AWPer, it's only really going to be the CT side where I expect too much from you. If somebody does well with the AWP on the T side, they're just having an impressive game. Like, or they're a talented player, I guess you could say, because it really is tough. A lot of the time, you're just hunting for these opening jewels. You're playing angles that aren't really favoring you most of the time. Like, you see the peaks that ZQK is having to take at the moment. He's going up on the marshmallow, like peeking down into an angle where his whole body is exposed. It's not comfortable, to say the least. Like, even players like Oscar, it's like, I'll either it's normally Silo, right? But sometimes when I forget that, marshmallow is just the first thing that springs to mind, because I know that other people call it that. I'm not necessarily called it that myself too often, but yeah, it works. And,
it does.
It looks like
I can't even be mad, you know?
Well, the T's, this did happen last time. They had strong starts to halves and then slowed down up until the point where they managed to close things out. A lot of that came off their AWPer, who does have his big green gun back in hand. However, ISURUS, I feel like, having a slightly better start to this game has helped them quite a lot. It definitely wasn't as dominant. They didn't need to come back quite as far. And now being on the CT side of Nuke, are looking pretty good. Of course, a lot of the players actually taking a tag early on, but this happened over the last round as well, and Imperial didn't actually do too much to convert a lot of those kills. This time they have taken some control, but reversive, quick to at least end one life. And in fact, he has some support to net another. This is going badly now for the T side. One man left wrapping around. It's going to be showtime. And well, he's all that's left now. Just 9 HP. 4 players to find. There's absolutely no chance for him here.
I feel like no chance is what we've been seeing this entire second half. Other than the pistol round, Imperial have really not put things close in terms of making these rounds, you know, possible for themselves. And they did have second round with 1 player left alive. There was round 5 with 2 left alive. But that's pretty much it. They've had 3 more players. They've even had 2 rounds with everyone surviving. These rounds are just not getting close for Imperial, and they seem to be running into that brick wall, not really having a change up in style. Everything they do try to do is just being shut down left and right. Now trying to switch up the pace yet again, trying to rush through in 1962, doing exactly what he did before. That squeaky door is his.
My God. But he should put like not a beware of the dog, but just like a beware of 1962. And I'm sure that's one of those things that people would read and be like, what does that even mean? And then walk through and well, you know what happens next. 4 kills, spray down, made it look very, very easy. He's up to 23 and 14, having an impressive performance. And it doesn't even seem to matter that much that, yeah, their AWPer's not necessarily been playing to his best. But it seems everybody else stepping up. Noxy as well with 10 assists. I know the pain, brother. I know the pain. It's a team game, of course, so I'm going to give you that shout out. But you always want to be getting those frags.
Oh, the damage be done. Deco this time. Maybe the beware sign should have a couple of names on it, because Deco just shuts down the push there. Even a tag coming through out of ZQK on a Noxy. That was through a smoke into a knee. And Showtime's actually been able to get into main here. Maybe has an opportunity to take down Deco so they can finally get out. Now the smoke dissipated with him shooting a couple of shots off. He's given his position up in 1962. Converts that one. Well, especially if they bunch the package together. Like if you order many items and they put it in the same package, it's like, why would you need? Oh my God! Lynx takes down ZQK. The bomb now down. Looks like he's finally gonna have a chance to really show up and really put me to shame here as he gets himself 2. Showtime's eventually gonna run him down. And what the hell has just happened? 3 kills coming through out of Imperial out of nowhere. And a 4th as well off of the pistols. Showtime's rescued the op, and it's all on Noxy alone. The assists maybe have a chance to finally close those kills out. There's no teammates left to steal them away from you. 1 versus 3, all low on HP. Flashbang comes through. K-Tex charges in. Noxy has so many angles to fight for, and he gets 2! Noxy! Can he win this? Up against Showtime. The bomb is in his possession, but he takes a little too wide, and Showtime eliminates him. But finally, Imperial do take a round, albeit such a scruffy one.
I'm going to throw this one over to the chat analysts who are going to tell me what on earth just happened, because that round was ridiculous. That was loads of kills with pistols, and then so many tags on the Imperial side that Noxie almost wins a 1v3. Close, but not quite enough. And those are the sort of rounds that I just feel like Imperial managed to steal away. That must be so frustrating. That's the round that will put the win back in their sails as well. If there was any time that they're now going to turn this into a victory, that was it. And it comes at a similar time to the last half. A few clutch plays. I still have the DQK AWP round where everybody else had pistols and he just managed to get 3 kills and basically win it for them. That is sticking in my mind at an almost similar place to what just happened here, where Imperial pull around out of absolutely nothing, and from then on out, well, it's tough for ISURUS.
I mean, that was such a crazy round that even the stream went down in the middle of it. That's how insane it was. 13-12 though, still in the hands of ISURUS. Double ops in the hands for Noxie and Lynx. And ZQK, I mean, I feel like they've been giving him the op. He just hasn't really been able to accomplish much. Just like you were saying with the Lynx on the safety side, he just hasn't really had too many opportunities to really do much with it. We hear a couple of shots, and that's Noxie on the outside now. ZQK not going to be killed on the cross, jump down for Marshmallow this time. But yeah, wins in the sails of Imperial, though that was a round they probably should never have been able to win. Then again, ISURUS should never have had a chance unless Noxie gets that almost triple kill. And DZT gets the kill, gives them the man advantage. They have to take down another player, and it seems like all the cohesion ISURUS had, trading kills, peeking at the right times, has just gone out the window.
Yeah, that round, again, it seems like the classic sort of domino effect where it goes wrong in one position and then it just goes wrong everywhere at once. Like, oh, I've got to trade this kill, I've got to do this, and then everybody just takes a peek that's just silly. Like, I'm not sure what just happened there, but everything seemed to fall apart for ISURUS. I'm guessing, like, I'm reading the chat we have, and I'm seeing that the C stream also went down for a second.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm hoping that means that this is absolutely nothing to do with me.
No, no, no. I don't think it was.
For anybody wondering, I am running production and observing, so if you dislike either of those things, then I'm sorry, but I suck at both of them.
Well, and some might say casting as well.
You know, that's the bit on the side.
You know, I'm thinking back to that round that Noxie almost 1v3. He had bomb. I'm not sure why he needed to peek that last player, though. He had time to play with. He could have gotten in towards heaven. He could have dragged it out.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, you have to be in the moment there. Which is
I would have done exactly the same thing. If I had the first two, I'd be like, right, got this, lads, and then died instantly. But the only thing is I wouldn't have got the first two.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how many, instances of this scenario we're running in our heads, but there's not very many I can see where you get the first two. Showtime, though, he gets the head of 1962. That door is not gonna be claimed his as he rushes in towards sight, so another player out. DZT gets the trade. One more player gonna be inside of heaven. Lynx. Oh, again, we talked about him quite a bit. They do have DZT low on health. I think they even have a flank coming in from HUD, if I'm not mistaken, out of Reversive. I don't think they know he's here. And if they try to go for a plant at all whatsoever, he's going to just take them clean off.
He's going to get both. He's going to get both. Easy peasy. There's both players just sat looking surprised. Now, well, ISURUS, they've broken back. I think that was so important. If that round went the other way, I think the map goes the other way. Instead, 14-13. B-side, money's not awful. They can still get an investment. Be a Galil in there, but other than that, it's not awful. I definitely think the ZQK is having a bit more trouble on the T-side of Nuke. I think it's a tougher map to AWP on in general. Like, Train, there are opportunities for like long peaks, aggressive peaks, as we saw from him. Especially as a lot of the time the CT side will be more aggressive. Whereas here, ISURUS have been fairly passive. It's actually been the aggression where they've been punished. So, with nobody facing off against him, it's been a bit tougher to find those opening jewels.
Yeah, and he can't really play as aggressive on the T side like it was on the C. Those 3Ks out of nowhere. Oh, Noxie is a little bit lucky. Delboni's flashed up completely, and there was actually another player there, and it seems to be going all blue here for ISURUS. He's not even alive anymore. A quick round coming in for ISURUS, 15-13. You know what's hilarious to me, by the way, is watching Twitch chat say the score, like, 16 whatever or something like that, when we can see that the game hasn't ended yet, or they call the rounds even though we know the round hasn't ended yet. It's so funny to me to see that.
Maybe we've got some prediction gods, or maybe we just have some people who like to attempt to ruin other people's days, you know? Don't do that. just don't. Just watch the match. Enjoy yourself. We're on our road to Rio. We've got a Brazilian team looking to try and fight back, and their Argentinian nemesis. Like, you don't need to be predicting the score. That's my job, and I'm not doing it either. Here we go. CT side. They have almost shut this down. There's one man standing in their way. Text to try and save this one. It's looking like a third map is on the card. It's looking like we're going all the way, and he's been spotted. He's been tagged as well. It's a risky fight from Reversive, but he knows he has support. That is the map done and dusted. We are going to a third, so make sure you come back, as there'll be a short break, and then we decide this series.
To a third and final map.